The Federal and Chettinadu Public School jointly present Run for Health Karegudi Marathon 2025 on March 2. This event is co-presented by Global Mission Hospital and Research Institute, powered by Repco Home Finance, associate sponsor Sethu Bhaskara College.
The Hindu sentiment, and as we have heard always BJP and the troll army saying Hindu khatre mein hai. And Ajay, I'm going to come to you now. When you see this huge congregation, a sea of people, almost like half the world has descended into a small city of Prayagraj, and here, can we really say that Hindu khatre mein hai, where everybody is taking a dip? I'm not getting into the mismanagement part or the stampede or the ugly reality where the numbers didn't come out, but we did have numbers of the huge crowd and the number of people taking a dip. But can we really say, when you look at these events, how long will BJP continue to say Hindu khatre mein hai when they are going to capitalize on religious events and cultural events like these?
Yeah, I think now they are gradually dropping that idea of Hindu khatre mein hai. If you see some of the statement that Yogi Adityanath made, even in this context, now it's gradually about Muslim conversion or identification with the Sanatan culture. You know, that interview he gave one of the media channels. He said that, you know, people are welcome from all faiths, as long as they identify, because their ancestors were also Sanatani. Many of them identify through their gotra, and they carry proudly the names of rishis in their gotra. But they should not come with kulsik mansikta. And those who come with that kind of mansikta, they will be taught a lesson. So now it's gradually about the other parallel discourse of Muslim assimilation, but with this overt threat that Muslims should I don't know what he meant by kulsik mansikta, but does he mean by malified intention in this context? Obviously you have heard of what they have said about Muslim shops. There was also that ugly narrative of Muslim shops cannot be opened near Kumbh, and some of the Naga sadhus threatened Muslims. So the larger point, Neelu, really is that there are latent prejudices in both the communities. 1915, Mahatma Gandhi visited Kumbh. In his autobiography, Experiments with Truth, he has a whole chapter on his visit to Kumbh Mela, where he says that he's extremely disappointed when he reaches Kumbh Mela, because he finds all these latent social prejudices of Hindus not wanting to have Musalmani Pani, those kinds of things. So what BJP, RSS, one thing we have to understand is that what BJP, RSS is doing is that those latent, silent prejudices that exist across board between both the communities, prejudice that exist mutually, they are further aggravating those. We had a republic, we had a secular democrat. We precisely need a republic and a secular state precisely to overcome this social prejudice. That's the constitutional vision. Therefore, when we talk about 2024 constitutional vision is back, constitutional morality had a purchase, which should also mean that there are political forces like the Congress party and other secular parties willing to work on these latent social prejudices. That is the key point that we need to really discuss, that what BJP, RSS are doing is, on one end, create a militant Hindu image. That you are only a Hindu if you are militant, only Hindu if you are this idea that if you not gone to Kumbh, then you are not a Hindu. If you have not, so they are also, as we know, collapsing the idea of state, religion, nation, leader, all bundled into one. So any kind of a criticism, even a criticism of legitimate questions of mismanagement, can be construed as being anti-national. So these are I think the larger issues one should really discuss. That Kumbh Mela should ideally, as an alternative, should be an occasion which is spiritual, which is where we have to introspect in terms of our social prejudices, how to overcome. That could have been what Kumbh Mela could have signified. But today it is about entrenching those prejudices. It is about a demonstrative class, it's about a demonstrative method, about demonstrating your social prejudices without fear. So how far does that really signify a spirituality is a question we should ask.
The Federal and Chettinadu Public School jointly present Run for Health Karegudi Marathon 2025 on March 2. This event is co-presented by Global Mission Hospital and Research Institute, powered by Repco Home Finance, associate sponsor Sethu Bhaskara College.